WNYLaborToday.com brings you Western New York Labor News Now, Western New York's monthly labor news video magazine. An in-depth look at the issues facing labor unions and their members. We're Western New York's labor news media vehicles, making people aware of the good organized labor brings about. From fighting for workers' rights to giving back to our communities, we're Western New York's labor news vehicles, bringing you labor news you just won't find anywhere else. Western New York Labor News Now is brought to you by WNYLaborToday.com, your regional online labor newspaper. The International Union of Operating Engineers Local 17, building a quality of life for all of Western New York. The Civil Service Employees Association, New York's leading union, and New York State United Teachers, a union of professionals.
Buffalo's brand new SolarCity plant that's been built on the city's Riverbend site is indeed an impressive sight to see. In fact, it's been touted as the largest solar panel manufacturing plant in North America. The former Republic Steel facility in South Buffalo has been transformed with the help of the individual member unions of the Buffalo Building and Construction Trades Council into a 1.2 million square foot state-of-the-art manufacturing facility where roofing product with solar power generating capabilities will be produced. New York State has invested $750 million, part of Governor Andrew Cuomo's Buffalo Billion initiative, into the project, which is hoped to create more than 1,000 good-paying manufacturing jobs over the course of time. In conversations Western New York Labor News Now has had with both union and company representatives, this massive project would not have gotten done without the stellar relationship the building trades unions have with its project developer, LP Simonelli.
Give our viewers a little bit of an idea, in a big nutshell, the overall project.
This building is going to produce 10,000 solar panels per day once full production in the third quarter of 2017. The size of the building is 1.2 million square feet. And to give you an idea of that from a ground point of view, that's 23 acres under roof.
How important is your relationship, your good relationship that you have with the individual affiliated member unions of the trades on this job?
All the local unions have worked seamlessly together, great camaraderie. Everyone's extremely proud of this project. I mean, a great example, I have the structural steel members coming out here saying they're so proud to be on this project. The amount of steel that's been put up here, they'll be telling their grandkids about it.
When did the project start and when's it going to be completed and ready for production?
We broke ground on this project in September of 2014. The first piece of structural steel went up in February of 2015, and here we are in April of 2016, and the building is now 75% complete.
And as you took us through the building on this tour, wow, you've got a lot of people working here, a lot of people from the Buffalo Building Trades affiliated member unions. Can you give us an idea of how many workers at peak, how many now?
We have over 60 subcontractors on this project that are employing at peak 1,100 workers on 2 shifts. Right now we're down to 850 workers on site currently.
You were telling us that these workers are working in some instances 10-hour shifts, that you're running at 1.6 days a week.
Yeah, we were running 6 10-hour shifts, and right now we're running 5 10-hour shifts. When we had 6 10-hour shifts going, we were pulling in travelers from all over the United States.
That's amazing. You know, you were telling me too that the electricians, Local 41 out of Orchard Park, have a lot of people on the job. How many?
Between Ferguson Electric, Fry Electric, and Weidman Electric, we had over 250 electricians on at peak.
You've also had, and it's great to see the number of women and minorities employed on the job. Can you give us some levels now of participation from minority and women involvement?
This project has a EEO requirement for having 15% minority workforce and 5% women workforce. In addition to that, we also have an apprenticeship program that requires 10% of the workers to be from the apprenticeship program with an emphasis on women and minority workers.
As project manager, tell me, how important is it to have a highly trained and skilled workforce to do this kind of work at SolarCity?
This is what you would say is a high-tech project. It involves countless different kinds of products, some that will include very dangerous chemicals when the project is complete. So we want to make sure all these products, piping, ductwork, are all installed correctly. And with the dedicated union team members on this project, we're very happy to have them, because we know we can get a quality product out of these workers.
It was quite the walk from one end to the other end of this 1.2 million square foot facility, but it was also pretty awesome to go up top on the roof. Tell our viewers a little bit about this expansive roof up top.
The roof up top is 23 acres. The view from here, you can see downtown Buffalo, you can see where Republic Steel was, you can see where Lake Erie is. It's a great view here up on the roof.
What most impresses you about this project since you've been aboard, again, since day one?
Just the sheer size of this project. I mean, 1.2 million square feet, 23 acres under roof, and the speed, working 6-10-hour days a week. A year ago, we set the first piece of steel in, and behind me on the camera, you see it's almost done right now.
With that said, what are you most proud about when it comes to the SolarCity project?
I would say everyone coming together between the owner, the design team, the local labor unions to help make this come together.
Paul, congratulations on the SolarCity job. It's got to be, number one, the largest construction project in recent memory, maybe even the largest in Buffalo's history?
That's pretty huge. Yeah, it was a huge job.
What kind of numbers are we talking about in regards to individual workers from the entire trades, and who are some of the trades that maybe had the largest workforces on?
I would say the plumbers probably had a big workforce there. The electricians definitely did. The union workers probably had a lot of guys. I would say it was pretty extraordinary how big that job was. It was a huge job. Not one single complaint ever on that big, huge job. It's like I said, the governor has done a great job with us with the building trades. He's a good friend of ours. He did a wonderful job on this one. He should be proud of himself.
Speaking of the governor, what was your reaction when he announced at the National Building Trades Conference in Washington a couple months ago that every state project that was going to be done here across the Empire State would be done union?
I was at that thing in D.C. when he said that. Yeah, but that's the way he is. If it shows there's a cost savings, that's the way he does it. He does it under a project labor agreement. He's shown it time and again.
So you're proud of the work that's being done by the memberships across the board?
Yeah, we have the best. The building trades here in Buffalo have the best workers you could possibly find. They're quality workers. They do nobody equals them. They work safe. There's no injuries on this job either that I know of. I don't know of any injuries on this SolarCity job.
Well, there was a positive story too that came out during construction, and we reported on it at WNYLaborToday.com on 2 operating engineers saving the life of a non-union worker on site who had collapsed. So it's almost in reverse. There weren't any injuries, but your people were there with the training to help save this man's life.
You know, the thing is, and I would, give kudos to those guys, but with the building trades guys, that's expected. You know, we're not going to let some dude freaking bite the bullet because he's not a union guy. No, we would expect them to do that. And, of course they did, and of course I'm proud of them, but I wouldn't, expect anything less.
When someone says the word SolarCity, what immediately runs through your mind?
I just kind of smile and just think about how great of a job that was. I really do. It was exciting. It was exciting. It was smooth. I just thought it was just great. I hope we get, like I said, 2 more of them.